What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys another video. And today we're doing another what if video, as I haven't done one in almost a week, and I apologise for that. Greatly, I do. I came down with a chest infection. It was really bad. I don't want to bother you with details. But today's what if is what if Goku arrived early. Now you may be thinking, Super Savage, what do you mean? Well, in Saiyan Saga, King Kai underestimated how long it would take Goku to run down Snake Way. Because of this, he arrived late to the battlefield, and this resulted in Yamcha, Chaozu, Tien, and Piccolo sadly losing their life. But what if King Kai didn't make this mistake? What if Kami reminded King Kai 1 week earlier to tell the Goku to go down 1 week earlier so that he, of course, is early for the Saiyans instead of arriving there just on time? So, they revived Goku much earlier than they did in canon, about a week or so, and he runs down Snake Way, arriving at Kami's lookout and greeting his friends. They're all in shock at how strong he's become, and they gladly say hello to him. For a week, Goku trains with his friends. Piccolo has informed Gohan that his father's been revived, and Gohan is very excited to see his daddy again. Then, the Saiyans arrive, and they destroy the city as they do in canon. Once they arrive, they turn on their scouters, and they find the strongest power level is Piccolo, as I believe Goku suppresses his energy quite heavily when he's not in the battlefield. As in canon, everyone would arrive in the wasteland, where Nappa would place down the Cybermen. I feel like with Goku's training, Yamcha would be able to survive just long enough for that the Cybermen doesn't get a chance to self-destruct. If he did, I think Goku could intervene. Vegeta would then challenge Goku to a fight much earlier than he did in canon. Goku would accept, and the two would move away from the rest. Goku and Vegeta would have their fight as normal, until Goku notices the carnage going on with Nappa. I feel like he would rush in and knock Nappa to the ground with Kaioken in one swift motion, just before Tien could use his Ki Koho, which ended his life. Sadly, however, this still means that Chaozu used his self-destruct technique, and died to the brute, in vain. Goku rushes back off to his fight with Vegeta, leaving everyone against Nappa, who lays there on the ground, badly damaged and unable to move. He barely whimpers for Vegeta's help, but Vegeta is too busy fighting Goku. Because of this, Tien raises up his finger and says, "This is for Chaozu." He fires a Dodon Ray at the brute, piercing his chest, and kills him. Then, Tien, Krillin, Yamcha, and Gohan all mourn for Chaozu, as Piccolo stands there brooding, saying that they shouldn't keep their guard down. The battle's only just begun, signaling towards Vegeta and Goku. They watch the fight, and it goes on just the same as it did in canon, with Goku and Vegeta getting into that really heavy beam clash. Once the beams clash, I feel like everyone would rush in to help Goku, instead of him using the Kaioken times 4. Gohan would use a Masenko, and Yamcha and Krillin would use a Kamehameha. Tien would sit out, as he hasn't got a beam he can use. He's all out of energy, especially with a wounded arm, which he needs to seek medical attention for. So, he just bandaged it up with some scraps from his trousers, by ripping it out of the knee patches and wrapping it around his arm. Vegeta would still become an Ozaru, but our Z fighters are in luck due to the fact that Goku isn't as damaged as he was in canon, since he didn't have to use such a severe level of Kaioken, and now they have Piccolo and Yamcha to help the battle, although Yamcha probably won't do anything, he's Yamcha. Tien is also there, but like I said, the wound he just suffered will probably take a lot of energy out of him, and if he uses an attack like the Ki Koho or another Dodon Ray, it'll probably kill him, so he just hid in one of the rock crevices. Everyone would barely manage to dodge Vegeta, although I think that Vegeta wouldn't be targeting anyone except Goku. Goku would eventually succumb to his wounds, and Vegeta would start to get some hits in, damaging the Saiyan quite a bit. He knows that the Genki Dama is the only option, and so he asks everyone to stall, as he jumps backwards a little bit. This causes Piccolo, Yamcha, Krillin, and Gohan all to get damaged up a little bit, but not much, considering the fact that they could probably just share the damage in between them. Then Piccolo gets an idea. He transforms into his giant state and starts to hold off Vegeta. Vegeta merely chuckles as he says, Oh, that might amplify your height, but it doesn't your power. You're still leagues outmatched. Piccolo replies, I don't need to kill you, just to stall you. Piccolo manages to hold off Vegeta long enough so that Krillin could cut off his tail with a Kienzon, as Vegeta was distracted by the big Namekian. This was the perfect opportunity. As Piccolo starts to shrink, Vegeta too starts to shrink, and Goku yells, It's ready! He throws the Genki Dama, which Vegeta notices. He's about to jump, but Yamcha rushes in and double kicks him straight into the blast. He is hit by the blue ball and sends him flying into the air as it does in canon. Everyone starts to celebrate, but the celebrations were too quick. Vegeta emerges from the attack, damaged, but ultimately alive, and pissed. He starts to attack the weakened Z-Warriors, and starts to do quite a good job. Goku, with his remaining energy, manages to get a couple hits in, but they're both badly damaged, as is everyone else. Vegeta kicks Goku to the ground, and then stands above him, ready to kill him with a ki blast, when suddenly he stops, and blood gushes out of his back. Yajirobe has just stepped in and given Goku enough time to escape. Goku uses the Taioken and manages to dodge the blast that Vegeta was preparing, which ultimately he still had, as Yajirobe's attack just stunned him. Vegeta's eyes start to sting, as when he opens them, the fat man is running away, back into the rocks. He chases after Yajirobe, ready to kill him, when Goku comes back in with a Kaioken, hitting him in the gut and sending him flying, which also knocks Goku out of commission. Everyone finally starts to celebrate as Vegeta calls on his pod in defeat. Piccolo stands over Vegeta, ready to kill him. Goku pleads not to, but Piccolo doesn't want to listen. He wants him dead. That's when, suddenly, Gohan starts to make noises. Krillin yells, What? Gohan, what are you doing? Which catches Piccolo's attention. He turns around and sees the boy that he just trained for an entire year, that he loved, growing into a giant monkey. This gives Vegeta a chance to escape, which he takes. He crawls into the pod and jets away, leaving everyone looking at Gohan in his monkey form, growling into the air. Yamcha is the first one to rush in using the Sokiden to try and distract Gohan. This ultimately proves futile, as he sees through it and punches Yamcha in the face, sending him flying. Tien is the one to recover Yamcha, as he asks if he's okay, which he is, he's just a bit shaken up. Piccolo recalls us from his training, and he's quite confused. The moon's not here, how did he... And then he notices the fake moon that Vegeta made, and he yells that they need to destroy it. He fires a blast at it, but Gohan jumps in the way, and then fires a blast at Piccolo, which hits him and severs his arm. He's down for the count, he's badly damaged. He regenerates it, but admits that he's out of energy and that someone else will have to take over. Goku's also out of energy, and so he can't do anything. His body's broken to an extent. He's still able to stand, but he's not able to throw a punch. The only one able to move now is Krillin. He starts rushing at Gohan and dodging his blows, using the multiform technique to at least try and distract him, try and do something. His multiforms manage to give a distraction to the unsophisticated monkey, and ultimately Krillin manages to get behind Ozaru Gohan and throw Kienzon at his tail, cutting it off. Gohan shrinks back down, unconscious and naked. Piccolo yells that they need to cut off his tail now while he's still unconscious, as that's the way that Saiyans transform into Ozarus, which they listen to. Krillin grabs it and asks for Yajirobe's sword, which Yajirobe hands him. Then he cuts off the tail with one clean slice. Bulma arrives with everyone else, and they pick up the remaining Z-Fighters. Everyone celebrates that they got in one piece, except Tien, which this wasn't a joke, as he only has one arm now. He starts to feel upset that they can't revive Chaozu. He's dead forever now. That's when Krillin reveals he heard something about the Namekian homeworld, and that there's got to be something Kami knows about it. So maybe Kami knows. Tien thinks this is a good idea, and once he's healed up, he'll go ask Kami if he knows anything. This is, however, the first time that God actually listens to a prayer. Whilst in hospital, Tien is greeted at the window by Mr. Popo, who tells him to follow him. He hands Tien a sensory bean that Corin gave him, and Tien takes it, healing up much faster. He steps out of the window onto the magic genie thing and flies off. They arrive at Kami's old ship, and Mr. Popo shows him around, saying that he should be able to take him back to Kami's old world on Namek. Tien thanks Mr. Popo and says that Bulma should be able to fix it up. Tien goes to Bulma for help, asking if she knows any way to fix it, which she says she can. She also says to Tien that she can make him a robotic arm if he wishes, which Tien thanks her for and says that yes, that'll be mighty useful. So, she does just that. She fixes the ship and makes him a new arm, which he finds somewhat weird. He trains with Yamcha and Krillin to try and get a better feel of it, but it's still not the same. Once the ship is prepared, Bulma and Tien prepare to go off, asking anyone else if they want to come. Yamcha comes as he's quite close with Bulma, and he'd want to keep a close eye on them as Tien and Bulma are alone for a month. Something sketchy there. Krillin also goes, as it'll be quite fun to go on a different planet and help out Chaozu, as he's a good friend of his now. Hearing about this, Gohan wants to go, but Chi-Chi forbids it, as he's got a lot of studying to do. Since Piccolo never died, and Gohan never got that guilt, he listens to his mother, instead of lashing out at her, and so he studies at home. Piccolo chooses not to go, as Piccolo was a hard ass back in the day, and so I don't think he'd want to go help. I think he'd want to go meditate somewhere, and also get a better handle that he's not a demon, he's just some alien creature. Goku also can't come, as he's still out of commission from the fight. Although he was still not as badly damaged, he was still somewhat damaged, and so he still needs to recover a lot longer than the others, so he's still recovering. But he says that he'll come if anything bad happens, which the Z Fighters find reassuring. The 4 Z Fighters ship off to Namek, arriving about how long it takes in canon to get there. After arriving, they sense Frieza as they do in canon, as well as Vegeta. Vegeta also kills Kui as he does in canon. Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha all witness the slaughter of all the Namekians, like animals. After the entire village is decimated, that's right, the entire village, not one survivor, except for Frieza's forces. They watch this, and Frieza leaves with a Dragon Ball, with his forces, of course, all by his side. That's when they hear a scoff right behind them. You feel great disgust, yet you do nothing. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You're not better than us. The humans turn around, scared to see Vegeta stood there, holding out his hand, ready to kill them. And that's where I'm going to leave it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment what you think's going to happen in the next part. Comment if you want Nappa to live in my What If You Trunks Went Too Far Back. If I get one vote, then I'll take that as everyone's vote. So, yeah, don't hit the bell if you don't want to. I don't care. We've just hit 100 subscribers. I'm really proud of you. I was thinking about calling you guys a Savage Squad. What do you think? But, yeah. Bye!